Peace. What's good, y'all? Some late night stuff. I just want to say that I've been working with this Roland MV for over a year and a half, in and out. Not constant. Um, the more I work with it, the more I don't want to let it go. I like it. I like it a lot. So I'm just basically, I got a frequency here. I'm gonna chop it up, and I could loop it, but I'd rather chop it. So that's what I'm gonna do. Now I showed y'all how I chop on here, so I don't need to show you that. So I'm just gonna just do some late night stuff. So here's the frequency. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna try to put it into some type of groove. I'm just gonna chop the shit out of it. So maybe I can go ahead and bring the camera over so you can see the chops. All right, so let me do that. Let me bring the camera over so you can see me chop it up. All right. So let's just put the camera about right here. I'm gonna be moving the camera here and back and forth, right? Okay, so I got a little angle there. So basically all I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go on the chop mode. I can auto chop it, or I can let me turn the screen a little bit so y'all can see. I could auto chop it, or I could just do individual, just manually chop it. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and we'll take the loop off. I'm gonna go ahead, quick assign it, and I'm gonna go to chop. Now take in mind, I don't claim to be no master at this. I'm still learning. I'm learning every day, and sometimes I forget. What I done. It's muscle memory. It's a lot of muscle memory, and this is completely different than the MPC and the Sonic. But I got a grip on it. I'm probably maybe 55% like comfortable with it. I got another 45 to go. So it's work, but I like it. All right, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and hit. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and manually chop this joint. Let me see if I can give y'all a better view. Let me turn this some more. See if you can get a better view of that. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and manually chop this. I'm gonna go ahead. I think I'm gonna go ahead and manually. Matter of fact, let me try to let me see what an auto chop would do. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm not gonna do it by levels. I'm gonna do it by 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, I'm gonna try it by levels, and I'm gonna say 8 levels, and I'm gonna see what that give me. Execute it. So it hit all on them levels, right? All on them transits. Well, just levels. Let's see what we got. I don't like that. It's something that I was gonna do, so I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna try this. All right, I'm just gonna go ahead and chop it. I'm just gonna go ahead and manually chop. It ain't gonna take me long. And it's so quick on the MV. All I gotta do is just slide this over and add the point, right? I'm gonna chop all them right there. I'm gonna add that point right there. I get to preview it. And then dun dun dun. Right. Add that real quick. And then right here, see, it almost had it where I was wondering that, but there was some parts that was off that I didn't like in the level of chopping, auto chopping. Excuse me. So that bum, we're gonna get that right there, and that should be it. I'm gonna go ahead and clear that last one. I'm a little too early. I'm gonna put it about right here. Now I'm not gonna play it like that. That's just something. That's just like a little, I got the chops right, so I'm cool with that. So now I'm just gonna sign it to a patch, which is a program. A patch is a program, so I gotta sign it right here. A pad 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. It's 5 chops. Go ahead and execute that. But before I do that, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. I'm gonna go ahead and execute it. Bang. There. All right. Now I gotta do come in this track right here. All 5 of them there. So what I do is with the MV, right? So I won't get confused. I come here, right? I open up my instrument. I'm gonna walk y'all through some of the stuff I do. I come into the instruments, right? This is part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, right? Really, this is track 1, track 2, track 3, track 4, track, and so forth. A part is a track in the MV world, all right? So I'm just gonna come here and name this. This is initial patch. They all by default call initial patch. So I'm just gonna come here and name this patch. So I hit patch edit, click the little booklet right here and patch name. There's probably a shortcut, but I don't know it. All right, so I'm just gonna call this chops. I'm keep them all capitalized. And then I'm gonna go ahead and delete the rest right now. Hit OK. All right, close out of this. And now that patch is named chops. So I could technically go save this. I could save this patch for like just to have it as some patch as some chops. I could come back and redo different shit, and all I gotta do is come here and just sit on save patch. But I'm not gonna do that because I'm already gonna have the patch in this project. So there's no need for me to save it. I'm just showing you can just chop shit up, save it, and come back later to it. You know what I mean? That's dope. Like that's real dope. All right, so I got that. Now I got to come back to the track, right? I got to come back here. I got to come back here, right? And go. Now, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to double click on this and I'm going to name this chops. And one of the dope features about the MV, I ain't got to chop. So all I got to do is come to my history. The word chops is right there. Select it. Bam. It's a wrap. Okay. And then name that track. Now I'm going to add a MIDI track. I'm going to right click. Add a MIDI track. All right. I'm going to add one. So now I'm just going to add one. Add one MIDI track, right? And I'm going to put that on part 2. Okay, where the hell's the MIDI track at? I'm supposed to add the MIDI track. Add MIDI track. Assign it to part 2. Oh, there it is right there. All right. So now I'm going to come back to my instruments. I'm going to come back to my instrument, and I'm on there on this patch right here, right? And I'm just going to I'm going to load a patch. I'm going to load some drums up. So I'm going to hit load, select. It's going to take me to my folders. Come in my user folder. These are like my drums I like. I ain't got to preview them. I already know what they are. I'm just going to load them up. And they load. Bam, it's done. Now I'm going to come back to here. And I'm just going to call this, I'm going to name this, so I won't get confused. I'm going to name this patch, I'm going to name it a kick. Because I'm going to put a kick there. It's going to be a kick. All right, hit OK. And it's right there. And then I'm going to come here and I'm going to name this kick. Whatever you type in is going to be there. It's going to be in that history. Hit OK. So now I'm going to click on this and I'm going to come down to my track parameters. I'm going to make sure that's on track. I'm going to make sure my output assignment is on that kick, which is track 2. All right. It was really track 3 because the audio track is track 1. So this is track 2. So, but I always say this is 1. All right. So now I'm going to come and I'm going to see if I got me some drums up in here. Should be some drums playing, but I don't hear no drums. And that's strange. So let's just load it again. Let's preview them. Just make sure they're there. There we go. Alright. So let's import it. But we're going to import it to 2, where I wanted it at. Should be right there. Now, unless I wasn't supposed to change that. Let's see. There you go. Alright. Now I'm going to add another MIDI track. I'm going to add 2 more. I'm going to show you why I'm going to do it. I'm going to add 2 MIDI tracks. Execute, right? And I'm going to name this. I'm going to name this snare. Because I'm going to separate these. I want everything, I always separate everything. I want them separated. I need them separated. All right, and then I'm going to name this hi-hat. And you're going to see why I'm going to do it, because I'm going to show you why I do it like this. So I'm going to come back to my kick, the track 2, and I'm going to hit that, and then I'm going to take this sound, I'm going to take this patch, and I'm going to load it on this one and this one. So I'm going to load it. I'm going to hit library, and I'm going to come down. It want me to, it says, I'm going to click this and hit use. Let me see what it do. No, oh shit, I fucked up. Damn, I fucked up. Oh, I wasn't supposed to do that. fucked up. Damn. Do that a lot. All right, let me load that bitch again. Load it to 2. Yeah. I fuck up sometimes. I ain't gonna lie, y'all, I do. All right, so there's this. So now I gotta hit library, and it's already there. It should be right there, right? That wasn't supposed to go there. So I'm gonna come here, hit live. I'm gonna hit library. But it's supposed to load it right here, but I forgot to order. I forgot what I was supposed to do. Was I supposed to click on this? Oh, let me see. Hold up. I forgot what I did. Let's see, use, and then I'm supposed to click on this. Hit library. Then I forgot what to do, man. I don't know what I fucked up. I fucked up big time. All right, so that's track 2. Oh, I got that there. This supposed to be track. It's supposed to be here. But that don't go there. It's supposed to be right here. I don't know what happened. I got carried away, right? Mm. It was the way I was doing it before. I got it there. I'm just gonna go ahead and load them in there like that, man. Fuck it. See what that do. All right, so I got the kick right there, and then here I got the same file. Now I gotta take my motherfucking jacket off. All right. I don't know what the fuck happened. All right, so now I got that, right? So now I'm gonna go ahead and then I'm gonna come here and I'm just gonna, oh, I forgot to show you, I gotta do one more thing. I'm gonna come here and I'm gonna turn my levels down. Turn them down to like 85%. So I can have me some headroom when I go into mastering. Gotta have me some headroom. All right, I'm just turn a couple of them down because I know I'm gonna use them, right? So come to this track right here, right? Alright, come here. And now all I'm gonna do is find me a rhythm. Before I do that, turn my release up. And then I'm gonna set my key group. Set it to 1. Setting the key group turns the pads off. Try to speed it up. I like that. I like that. All right, now I gotta give me a fucking tempo. I like that. I think I can fuck with that. Come up here to my BPMs, and I'm gonna make that probably be like. I can't tap tempo for shit. I know that motherfucker ain't no goddamn 94. I mean 194. I'm gonna pick one. I'm gonna make it fit. I'm gonna pick like 97. Pick 97. Go in on this bitch. Turn the weight off and I'm gonna go in on this motherfucker, right? I can get it better. I think I can get a little tighter. Let me turn the metronome up. I think I can get it better. I think that's it right there. Let's put it on grid and see if we can tighten it up. All right. All right, I'm gonna record it with grid and try it like that. Another dope thing I like about this joint is the strength I could put on the grid. I ain't gotta have it all we open like that. I can bring it down some, right? Let me try to see if I can do that in real time. Something. gonna do this over. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna do it like that. I'm gonna hit that 2 times and do it like that. Yeah, I like that better. All right, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna see if I can slow this down and see how it changes up. I'm gonna slow that down. I'm gonna keep it on this screen. You ain't gotta see me hitting the pads. Trust me, I'm hitting them pads, right? So I'm gonna see if I can slow this down. Yeah, I thought I could do something with that, but I can't. All right, so let me just leave it like that. Oh, I know what I can do. I'm going to um I'm going to try to shorten the release and see if I can get it. See how it sounds. I like it like that, but it's something that I can do to it to make it sound a little bit better. I'm gonna put a filter on it, but for now, I just want to mess with how the chops transition. That's what I wanted. That's what I'm trying to do. So let's start with one, and then let's just start messing with the release. see, fucking with that release and not letting it ring all the way out and just kind of cutting it, kind of make, because I gotta say, I don't want it to clutter when I put them drums and that bass in there, right? Sounding all right, right? Okay, that's getting right there. Let me see that. I'm cool with that. Now I'm gonna put them filters on there. I'm getting carried away. This shit's getting on my fucking nerves, right? All right. So let's put them drums in this bitch. good, right? All right, so now let me see if I can do what I said I was going to do. All right, so I got this. Oh, I got to tie in there. I got to tie the hi-hat in there. I forgot the hi-hat. Can't find one. Let's use that. All right, so now what I was telling y'all, what I got to do is I got to take all these tracks and I got to assign them to here, right? So how do I do that? I'm going to come here. That one's good. I ran into that. I forgot how to do it. All right, so I went there, right? I'm supposed to hit library. It's already there though. Like it's already there, and I'm confused. So I can't go to the next drawing now unless I just have one. So this is three. So let's just name these motherfuckers, man. Let's name them. So we got the first one, which is two. That's supposed to be on. That's really one. Right? Okay, so that's one. This next one should be two. Put this on two. Right? All right. next one on 3, which it is, and then this next one on 4. But there's no patch there, so we're gonna load a motherfucking patch up on that bitch. So we're gonna hit that instrument. We're gonna hit I'm just gonna load that motherfucker up and hope it works. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna load it up. I'm just gonna load it up and see what happens. Alright, so I'm just gonna load up. Load patch select. I forgot how to do that shit, yo. I ain't gonna front. Oh, 4, y'all. I really fucking forgot how to do that quick route. I had a quicker route. Boom. Alright, so now I got all them laid out, right? That should be on there. That should be right here. That should be right there on 4. That should be right there, right? Alright. So now I got chop, kick, snare, and hi-hat, right? So we're going to go right back into that instrument. I gotta label these motherfuckers. So I gotta rename this and call this motherfucker go my history. That's the kick, right? Hit boom. Hit okay. And now it should be kick, which is alright. And then this one should be called the snare. Alright. Snare. I gotta do this so I can mix them, right? But it ain't name it no snare. It didn't put snare there, so let's do it again. Patch edit. Patch name. I said fucking snare. Didn't I click on the snare? Select. Alright, boom. Alright. And then the next one should be hi-hat. Should be hi-hat, right? Boom. Yeah. Alright. Now I can go into my mixer, right? I'm gonna go into my mixer, but before I go into my mixer, right? I don't mean to confuse y'all. I got fucking confused. Remember I told you I'm still learning. I had a quicker way to do it. I was hitting library and then I would do some shit, but I gotta figure that shit out. I ain't got time, but I hope this way works. All right, so I got all my tracks named, right? So now I'm gonna go into my mixer. Before I do that, instead of this being a chorus and reverb, I want to assign this chorus to a delay. So I'm gonna go into my effects, right? I'm not gonna mess with the MFX. I'm gonna mess with the chorus. You see, it says chorus. I don't want it to be a chorus. I want it to be a delay. I want to use delay and reverb. So I'm gonna click on this. I'm gonna highlight this, and then I'm gonna hit library, and I'm just gonna come down to delay, and I'm gonna hit use this. So now instead of that being a chorus, it's a delay. So I'm gonna come out. I'm gonna come out of here, right? I'm gonna come out of this, and I'm gonna go to my snare, and I hit my instrument. I got my snare, so I'm gonna come right here to the reverb, and I'm gonna turn this bitch all the way up while it's playing. I'm just gonna turn it up now. Turn it all the way up, and you're gonna hear it. And then I'm gonna always turn all the way up, and then I cut back down. See, now I don't hear no reverb, so I did something wrong, and I know what I did wrong. That thing where I was that shortcut shit I was supposed to do, something fucked up. I fucked up somewhere. That's on. Now I gotta figure this shit the fuck out. That sucks. Fuck, 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 fuck. That motherfucker's supposed to be a fucking let's solo that bitch. Oh, I know what. I fucked up. All right, my bad, my bad. I jumped ahead of myself. All right, look. I gotta take this. That's the chops, right? I gotta take this track right here, right? Cause I can't do nothing with them because they not on their own track, right? So I got. I think I remember now. All right. So what I did was I gotta highlight this track, right? I'm gonna copy it. Wait, oh, fucked up. I fucked up. Hold on. Let me undo that bitch. All right, so I'm a cop. I'm gonna right click this joint, right? I'm gonna right click this. I'm gonna hit copy paste, and I'm gonna copy it to track 4, right? And I'm gonna hit execute. So now it's there, right? Then I'm gonna copy it again. I'm gonna copy it again. I jumped ahead of myself. I'm gonna copy it again to there, to my hi-hat, right? So now I got different colors, right? So to stop this from highlighting, just click this button right here. So now I got red, yellow, green, and blue. So now I'm gonna come back to track where the kick, where everything was at, and I'm gonna solo it, and I'm gonna delete them. I'm gonna delete that snare and that hi-hat. All right, so I'm gonna delete that snare and hi-hat, and how you delete that, right? How you delete that is you come in, you hit your record, right? All right, before I hit record, you gotta hold down the key, and you gotta hit event erase. It's right next to the. It's right here. Look, you see this? You gotta hold this down and hit the pad you want to erase. Not this delete button. The delete gonna delete the whole fucking sound. You don't want to do that. You come and hit this, right? So I'm gonna take you back to the screen so you can see. Now watch, it's gonna delete that shit. This gonna delete the kick. I'm gonna hold down the kick. I mean the snare, but I forgot what snare I used. See, I forgot which one I used. Got like a little what you call it. So I forgot. I think that's it right there. All right, that's it right there, right? All right, so I'm gonna come out of that. I'm gonna make something on that kick, and then I'm gonna hit record. I'm gonna hit record, and I'm gonna hit. It's gonna go on the overdub, right? But I need a 1 bar counting, right? And then I'm gonna hit. When I get that 1 bar counting, I'm gonna hold event, and that's. Hold up, what was that? It was that one right there. And then you're gonna see what something going on up here. Watch this. Got had go on the overdub, right? Who that? Oh, that's you. What's up, Yasin? You good? Then I'm gonna hold down the drum. I used the wrong motherfucker. I used the wrong key. I mean the wrong note. See? Now delete it, right? All right. So you see that? So you hold down event erase, and then you hold down that pad that you want to erase, and it took it out. So now I got the hi-hat in there. I want them separated. So I'm gonna go. Now I forgot what hi-hat I used. So I gotta find out which one I used. I don't know what bank it was on. I think it was that one. Let me just double check if it's that one. Yeah, that's it. That's it right there. 'Cause I 16 leveled it, right? All right, so let's hit that. Hold down, hit record. Hit to get your count in, and then all right. So now I got the kick. The kick is on that track, so that's good. And then it's gonna work. I should work back with my my reverb and all that. Should. All right. I just gotta separate the tracks though. All right. So now I'm gonna come to the next track, which is my snare. That's why I named it like that. Cause now this is gonna be. You hear the reverb now? I'm gonna take it off though. Hear it now? Cause I gotta separate this shit, right? So let me go back into it. It work. Just have patience, man. You know, take your time and shit. Don't get frustrated. I was gonna try to go. I was gonna go in the manual, but fuck that. I'm not gonna go in the manual. I just gotta remember. Gotta remember what the fuck I did. All right. So now that. All right. So now we're gonna take this track here. Gotta only just have the snare. So let's get rid of the kick. And I forgot what fucking kick I used. Isn't that crazy? Damn. Well, let's get rid of that hi-hat first, since I'm already here. Let's get rid of that hi-hat. All right, so we got that right. Now we gotta get that kick. Where that kick at? I think that's it right there. Yeah, that's it right there, right there. All right, so now I got. What bank was that on? That was on bank 3. So I remember that. Bank 3, right? What the fuck? Bank 3, motherfucker. Alright, so let's get rid of the kick now. Nope. That ain't it. That ain't it. That ain't it. That ain't it. That's the fucking kick, right? I swear to God, that's the kick. Let me turn that bitch down and see if that's it. That's it. Oh, I'm on the wrong track. I gotta put it on the snare track. I gotta put it on this one. See, I was on the wrong one. You gotta make sure it's on that right one, the one you're taking it from. Now it should work. There you go. Alright, that's out right. Okay, there we go. Alright, so now we got the kick up there. Now we gotta take this track. Solo that. See, I ain't even highlight. I gotta remember to highlight that joint, right? We want that snare out of there, right? There you go. Note event and hold down the thing. What the fuck? Where the fuck that come from? Let's get. I put that on the wrong track. All right, so I got to get that. I got to get rid of that, and then I got to put it back in with the other kick at. Oh well, here we go. All right, so now we good. Damn, I didn't think I was gonna be able to do it. All right, so now we got everything separated, right? So let's see. We got the kick. Let's do the kick. Yep. And then the snare. Yep. Yep. Then the hi-hat. And you gel it all together. So now I'm gonna bring, before I bring in that snare, let's just see if it's gonna work. Let's go back to the instrument. Go back to my instrument. I wasn't even supposed to be doing this, but I fucking like showing people shit. It's just to do something to me. Alright? So I was just gonna make the fucking beat. But alright. I know some of y'all got envy, some of y'all might not know this, so let me see if I can help you out. Alright, so now I'm gonna come to the reverb and turn it up. There it go. There it go. Alright. Can y'all hear that alright, man? I mean, can y'all hear this alright? I just bought me some new Yamaha and I'm testing them out. I got some new Yamaha, what they call like the H5, some little tiny Jones. I got them little tiny Jones right there. I'm just using them over here on my MV. This is my MV station right here. This whole station right here. I think they sound all right. I kind of like them. All right, so now I got the reverb. Now I'm gonna back out on it. Before I put the reverb in there, I'm gonna head myself. I'm gonna put some EQ on this joint, right? I'm gonna go to my mixer. I'm gonna hit mixer. You hit mixer right here. Look, you hit mixer right there, right? And you bring up the mixer screen, right? I'm gonna EQ these joints. So I'm gonna come to my part 1 through 8, and then I'm gonna show you why I separate. Now I can just adjust everything. I can mute each joint, right? Right? You mute everything, right? Just mute it. Right? You mute. I'm just gonna come to the snare, right? I'm gonna hit my EQ, and now I'm just gonna EQ. I'm gonna put a little bit of EQ on this joint. So what I do is I come down here, I turn this motherfucker all the way up, right? But I gotta turn this down because this shit gonna snap. Turn this down. So I'm gonna turn it. Hold up. Alright, so I ain't got no EQ on, right? So the EQ is not on. So let me back out because this shit gonna snap. So let me turn my EQ, turn the EQ on up here. Right there, right here, you turn the EQ on. And then you come down and adjust your EQ. You got it popping. Now I'm gonna come down and I'm gonna turn my frequency down. I don't want to put too much on it, right? Put about then I'm gonna back out. Alright? About right there. Then I'm gonna come up and adjust my I'm gonna come to my highs, right? Bring it all the way up. Bring this down to probably about, I don't know what, 12.5. Back out. Right? Get about a 1. And then we come down to my I don't want my low end too high, because when I go to mix, if I put too much, it's gonna sound shitty. Right? So then I'm gonna come here. See? I can bring it up. I don't want to do that. Bring about right there. Bring about right there, right? And then I'll go to my snare. Do the same thing with the snare. about right there. I don't want it too thin, right? Leave it right there. All right, now I can put my reverb on. I'm gonna just leave it like that. All right, turn it back up. Yeah, now that shit snapping. Put a little bit of reverb on the hi-hat. All right, so that's cool. And I'm just fucking around. Now I'm gonna go ahead and bring back the sample, and I'm gonna put some reverb on that sample. I mean, not sample. I'm sorry, on that frequency, that chop. Can't say that word. It's gonna fuck you up. All right. Now, matter of fact, I'm gonna put some delay on there. Yeah, that delay. I'm gonna put a little delay on that bitch, just a little bit, not too much. A little bit more. Put a little bit more on there. I'm gonna come to my pattern, and this gonna conclude this. I'm gonna copy this so I can change up the sequence. A pattern is a sequence on the MV. A pattern is a sequence on the MV. I'm just gonna copy this real quick. Copy that to 2, empty space 2, right? Close out of that. Now I'm gonna call this pattern, that first pattern, I'm gonna call this, um, I'm gonna call this intro. Kind of doing a little arrangement, right? The beat ain't done though. The beat not done. It's not done. All right, just going showing. Then I'm gonna call this. I'm gonna come to that pattern or select this pattern right here, and then I'm gonna take out. I'm gonna take some parts out. All right, now that snare, right? That snare. I want to take that snare out, right? So how do I do that? I don't want to just take these out right here. I'm gonna show you how you could take them out. Cause sometimes you click on this square, it's gonna take out other parts in here, right? So all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come to record, right? And I'm gonna hit replace. Right, I'm gonna hit replace, and then I'm gonna stop it where I want it to be at. I'm gonna stop it. And then it should be the last snare, right? Okay, so that's cool. So then I'm gonna do the same thing with the kick. I'm gonna highlight the kick, put it on replace, and then I'm gonna stop it where I want it to stop at. Bring that in like that. And then I'm gonna do the same thing with the hi-hat. Bring it down to the hi-hat. Got it on replace, 1 bar counting, and then I'm gonna stop it where I want it at. Let's try that. All right, so that's cool, right? I like that. So now I'll just go back to my pattern list, right? Go back to my pattern, and then I'm gonna play the patterns, and then it's gonna come right. It's gonna come in the pattern 2, and we just gonna call this we're gonna call pattern 2. We're gonna say verse, right? I'm gonna show you put the song together too, right? So hit that, okay. So then I'm gonna hit my pattern play. I'm gonna hit the pad. All right, so look, so I just got two sequences, right? I got 1, 2, right? And they only 2 bars, right? They 2 bars. So what I'm gonna do is just say hypothetically, I want to put this into a song. I want to put this into a song. I'm just going to use them 2 real quick. I'm gonna go to my. Can you see that cursor? I'm gonna come up to where it's song at, right? Let me turn that over there so you can see. All right, right here, up here in this corner right here, I'm gonna hit that, and it's gonna take me to song, right? So what I gotta do is I gotta create I gotta create a pattern track. I gotta add a pattern track. So when I add this pattern track, it allows me to excuse me, it allows me to add my patterns. It's real simple. So I'm gonna click that, and here's my pattern track. We ain't gonna worry about these tracks up here. These are for if I want to overdub some shit, bring a guitar in, bring a real bass player in. I can bring let them come in my audio track. If I want to add something from my Proteus, from a Roland MV-8000, whatever, I can add them in there in real time. So, but I want to add the patterns that I just did. So my patterns was on pad 1 and 2, right? So all you gotta do is hit shift, record, and it's gonna bring this screen up right here. When you bring that screen up right there, all you gotta do is remember the pads that your patterns was on, and you just hit them. And I'm just gonna hit from the beginning. I know pad 1 was my intro. Watch this. All right? No, they ain't. Okay, yeah, that's right. Let me. And then don't worry about where that curse at. So pad 1 was my my intro, right? And then I'm gonna hit pad 2, right? Let me make this smaller. Hold up. Matter of fact, let me just make, hold up, so you can see a lot better. All right. So I got the cursor right there. So that's intro, verse, and then I'm gonna come back and hit shift, record. I'm on my pattern, right? And then I'm gonna hit pad 2 again. So it's add my patterns. It's like I'm arranging my song when I got all my patterns together. That makes sense? It's like I'm arranging it, but I'm not really. I'm just doing. Only got 2 patterns, so you know what I'm talking about. So if you have multiple patterns and you chop them up the way you want them, put your breaks and all that. I got an intro, 2 bars, 2 bars, 2 bars. So I got 2, that's 4. So then I'm gonna come back with pad 1. I'm just gonna hit it, and then I'm gonna put that in there in pad 1, and then I'm gonna come back to pad. I'm gonna hit 2, 2, 2, 2, and then I'm gonna come back to 1, 1 again, and then I'm gonna hit 2, 1, 2, 1, right? And then bam, that's it. That's my fucking song. Like that but I'm gonna have a whole shitload of patterns. But I only got 2. So when I hit play, watch this shit. All right, it's too fast, right? It's too fast because, oh, you gotta set your tempo. My tempo was 97, right? Let me come back to that. Let me set my tempo to 97, right? So it's at 97. Knew something was on funny, right? Here you go. see? So that's if I was going, but that's not what I'm really going to like. I'm gonna put a bunch of other different patterns in there, right? So that would be my song. Now all I can do is just come right back to here. I can come on this MIDI track, right? And then I can load up I can load a, I can load a, hold up. I could come here and I can just load up a bass and just play a bass in my song, John, right? And then I could come here and put some strings, but I'm not, I do everything in my pattern track. I make patterns. So all you saw me do was took this intro and took this verse and I kept inserting them into my song. That's how you string your sequences together. Like string, it's like song mode, step recorder. It's really like song step recording, right? That's all it is. But you got all these fucking look at all these patterns, man. I can just fucking go look at all these. Look, man. You got motherfucking 500 fucking patterns, man. What did MPC give you? 120 sequences? This motherfucker give you 500, man. A pattern is a sequence. 5 fucking 100. Ain't anybody gonna use no fucking 500. The most I use is like fucking 10 or 15. That's it. So all you gotta do if I want to take this verse, if I want to take this verse, right? I want to take this verse. I'm gonna copy it, and I'm gonna show you. Let me show you one more thing. I gotta go. All right, so I'm gonna copy this pattern, right? To 3, yup. Now let's just say hypothetically, I want to I'm gonna click on pattern 3, select it, and I'm gonna go. I'm just gonna have just these instruments. So just hypothetically, I'm just gonna do that. Now I ain't gonna do all that shit I showed you. That was just the with the replace. I'm gonna get rid of these right here, right? Let me show you something real quick in that pattern mode. And I'm gonna delete them, erase them on me, right? All right, so we're gonna go to our pattern list. We're gonna go to the pattern list, and we're gonna name this um what I just it's a hi hat and a snare. We just gonna call it we're gonna call it we're just gonna say lowercase. We're gonna say snare. We're just gonna say snare HH. Snare hi hat, right? Well, let me just go back. Snare slash HH, right? Okay. All right. Let me see how I remember this. All right. So now I can go back to my song mode, right? Go right back to my song mode and say I want to put that, say I want to put that right at measure 8, right? This right here, right? Instead of me deleting this, I could just, I think, double click on it, or I could double click on it. I'll double click on it, and I could just change it real quick to that snare hi hat and hit, and then I'm gonna hit close, and it should be right there. Let me come back. Let me see. I think I did that right. Look, watch this shit. Look. You see, that's dope as shit. Look, I ain't even had to delete it or nothing. All I had to do, that's if I had a bunch of other patterns. That's if I had a bunch of patterns that I wanted to do. I just created a pattern to show you. I could have been on pattern. I could have been on pattern 23 or 22, and then Like, yo, I don't want that. I don't want that there. I just created a pattern just to show you the power of this MV, man. This MV, man. I'm not trying to say the MPC. The MPC is fucking dope. And Sonic is dope. ASR 10, that's dope. But I promise you, the MV got it is in his own lane. It was way before its time. My up. This is just my opinion from working with it. Back in the day, I fucking hated the MV. I ain't even want it. I got on it one time, talking about like way back in the day when it first came out. Like, man, fuck that. I got it. I got the. I was ASR 10. Everybody was MPC. I was ASR 10 and EPS 16 plus. I didn't start on the MPC 2000 XL or the 2000. You know what I mean? Even when the S950 and all them came out, I ain't fuck with none of it. EMU and all that. I mean, the SPC 12. I know the Sonic wasn't. I was just strictly. I wasn't really. I wasn't doing beats back then when hip hop first started. I was a promoter. But the last 2 years when I picked up that 88 and I jumped on it, I'm telling y'all the truth. When I jumped on it, I was on it for like 3 days and I was like, fuck this machine. It got like, this motherfucker's too hard to learn. It's too complicated. Even though I know how to work shit. Like I know how to work shit, but this fucking NV was giving me problems. And I'm gonna tell you what my problem. One of my problems was a pattern. I was like, what the fuck is a pattern? A pattern is a sequence. So I figured that out. I was like, all right, cool. And then I was like, well, what the fuck is a fucking audio phrase? And then I figured that out. And then I was like, well, it was like we speak English. We was speaking another it's another fucking language. You got to learn it. If you speak English and you trying to learn like Spanish or French or some shit, that's what the fuck you gonna go through on it with the MV. You want to go through that fucking language barrier. Like, god damn, what the fuck did they say? And I stuck with it. I called up a couple other producers. They motivated, man. Stick with it, man. You gonna be all right, man. I'm like, nah, fuck this motherfucker. All right, man. You said you wanted to learn something new. I'm talking, y'all. And I was like, yeah. Well, he said, all right, well, stick with you. You ain't no quitter. And I was like, all right, you right, you right, you right, you right, you right. And I stuck with it. I put it down though. Put it down. Got in the manual. Watched some YouTube shit. You know what I mean? It's some great YouTubers out there that on this MV. My man Wax That, my man something E1 or something his name. It's a couple dudes out there. Y'all know Roger dope and shit, right? And I just like I'm not really a type of person like I'm a manual dude. I like reading the fucking manual. And the manual on this machine, we ain't talking about that little bullshit reference, man. We talking about the thick motherfucking fucking school manual. In school, that big ass book. Yeah. So and then I stuck with it. And then after like 2 months, I ain't gonna lie, it took me fucking 2 months to wrap my fucking head around. Just like Ableton. Just like when I jumped on Ableton, I didn't fucking know what them clips and all that shit was. I couldn't figure it out. And I figured it out, and with the help of some fellow producers, I figured it out, and here I am on the MV, dope as fuck. There's so much you can do. So as I learn, I'm gonna show y'all. It's the best I can tell you, man. That's my history with this motherfucker, and I just did some bullshit ass beat, but came out all right. So the quick say, what's the hype about what's the hype about the save time? All right, let's see. Let's see how long it takes. We're gonna save as, and we're gonna call this be I got that from we just gonna call it that's like a jazzy shit, right? We're gonna call it jazz. Uh Let me see. What I'm gonna call it? Jazz. Let's call it jazz quartet. Alright, let's do that. Alright, jazz quartet, right? And then boom. And then we're gonna hit OK, right? Alright, here go the save time. Y'all ready? Here we go. You talking about the how slow it is? right? They say the motherfucker slow, right? Where we at? We about 10 seconds now. You see it? Just watch. Just watch. I'm like, damn man, that shit's slow. Man, that shit ain't slow. If you into making fast beats, then you might have a problem. I don't like making fast. I take my time and do what I do. Bam, it's done. What was that? What? How much? What was that? Like 20 seconds? 25 seconds? Maybe less, a half a fucking minute. Done. It's a wrap. Then when I come back and turn this on, that song, this whatever your last song is, that's what it's gonna be. And then everything I did is gonna be right here. It's gonna be right there. Right? Done deal. So I'm shutting down. I'm getting out of here. Oh, I forgot what I gotta do. If you want to conserve memory, this another video. If you want to conserve memory, when you get your MV, one of the things that really make it move real slow is when you use up your hard drive. Like it's no different from a computer. If you got a let's just say you have a 500 1 terabyte. Let's just say you got 500 gigabytes, right, on your computer. Y'all know the rule of thumb is if you got 500, you can't use 500 because your shit gonna move slow. You gotta use half of what you have. So you should only be putting 250 files on that. I mean 250 gigabytes on that drive. If you put 500, that's heavy. It's gonna move slow. So the rule of thumb is we truncate or we get rid of instruments that we didn't use. That there's instruments on these pads that I didn't use. Now, do I want to do that now? No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do that after I get done with the beat because there's some other drums I want to layer. But how you do this on the MV is you just come to the motherfucking I don't mean this. I ain't mean to cuss. You come to your project, right? You come to your project, right? And and this screen gonna pop up, and you go into your sample manager, right? You go into your sample manager, and then you're gonna hit this, right? These are all my samples, right? Frequency, right? These are all my drones. It ain't a lot. Well, I didn't loaded that what you call them up so many times, so it is gonna be a lot, right? But I'll deal with that tomorrow. These are drones that I shouldn't even. I want to get rid of. So you just come here and you hit optimize. Optimize is like purging on the MPC. You know how when we hit purge, that's like purging the sounds that you're not using and get rid of them and take them out of memory, take them off your drive. I'm not gonna do that right now though. But that was just a quick little thing. And then if you can't delete a sound, you cannot delete a sound from the hard drive now unless you go to sample manager. You go to sample manager, you hit command, and it's going. That's how you delete a sound. This is just a little quick little thing. I was going to do this on my next video, which I probably still do. This to delete that sound from memory. That's the only way you can do this on the MV. All right, I got to bounce, man. I want to thank y'all for watching. Be that a God, Granddaddy Frost, Elevation Production. Peace.